Welcome back to Everyday Iowa. Well, it's a rumor, a legend, a mystery. Anastasia is live on stage December 6th through the 15th at Coralville Center for the Performing Arts. And joining us this morning, we have Ben Nelson, who plays Dmitry, Molly Owen, who plays Anya, and Aaron Posdahl, who plays Vlad. Hello, and of course, Jason Sifford on the keys. Hi, all the way over there. Thank you all for being here. What a fun show. I loved this animated film as a kid, but for those who haven't seen her, it's been a while. Tell us what it's about, Molly.
Yeah, so Anastasia follows a young girl. Her name in the first act is technically Anya. She suffers from amnesia and kind of stumbles upon two con men who have this dream of getting out of Russia, and they want something big to get them out, so they find her and they turn her into this Anastasia. They take her to Paris, and throughout the story, we really discover, is she her? For real?
Because her family is looking for her.
Yes, her family is looking for her.
And they're a royal family, correct?
Yes.
There are songs from the movie that everybody probably knows, like Journey to the Past, Once Upon a December. Are there new songs in this show?
There are. There are about 11 new songs composed by the same composers that did the 6 songs from the movie.
Okay.
So that would be Stephen Flaherty, wonderful composer.
Yes, I love the music.
Great songs, yeah.
Aaron, what are some other differences between the movie and the stage adaptation?
Well, yeah, unfortunately, there wasn't room to add the talking bat or the dark sorcerer
Yes.
that you might know and love from the animated film. I think it does a lot to ground, though, the action in realism, and really helps to connect, I think, what's happening on stage to the historical truths and try to weave that in. So I think it's for the best.
Yeah. Tell us a little bit about Anya.
Yeah. Well, like I said, Anya has amnesia. So a lot of her story, she's feeling lost. It's a big discovery of who she is at the end of the story and kind of what she chooses. She's very fun. She's very open to new things, I think. She's kind of got a temper a little bit, acts up sometimes,
Sure.
gets on some of these guys' nerves, but at the end of the day, she's a very fun character to be. Yeah.
And you two are playing the two that are teaching her to be Princess Anastasia. You're not bad guys. You're pretty fun, but you tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, well, I'd say, we are survivors.
Yeah.
From a society destroying event where everything has changed and everything has shifted, and so we're both finding ways to survive, and we find each other to help both of us do so.
Yes.
And so there's sort of I think Ben, you mentioned referring to the Mel Brooks film Spaceballs.
Yeah,
There's sort of a vibe.
Very much like a Lone Star and Bark the Dog vibe.
I see.
Between the two of us.
And we're going to hear a song now. It kind of represents all three of your characters pretty well. And you can get tickets here at citycircle.org or City Circle.
Coralville Arts.
CoralvilleArts.org, thank you. And it is City Circle Theater Company's Anastasia. We'll talk a little more about times and dates after you all perform. Take it away.
Thank you. Take a deep breath. Close your eyes and imagine another time, another world. You were born in a palace by the sea.
A palace by the sea.
Could it be?
Yes, it's so. You rode horseback when you were only 3.
Horseback riding. Me?
Horse's name?
Romeo, you threw tantrums and terrorized the cook. How the palace shook.
Charming child.
Wrote the book, but you behaved when your father gave that look.
Imagine how it was, your long forgotten past. We've lots and lots to teach you, and the time is going fast.
Now let's see you walk, head up, regal bearing. Shoulders back and stand up tall and do not walk but try to float.
I feel a little foolish. Am I floating?
Like a sinking boat.
You give a bow.
What happens now?
Your hand receives a kiss.
Most of all, remember this.
If I can learn to do it, you can learn to do it.
Something in you knows it. There's nothing to it.
Follow in my footsteps, shoe by shoe.
You can learn to do it too. Now, elbows in and sit up straight and do not slurp the stroganoff.
I never cared for stroganoff.
She said that like a Romanoff.
The samovar.
The caviar.
Dessert and then good night.
Not
Until you get this right.
if I can learn to
He
do it.
can learn to do
You
it.
can learn to do
You
it.
can learn to do
Put
it.
yourself together and you'll pull through it. Tell yourself it's easy
And it's true.
you can learn to do it too. Your great-grandmother was
Queen Victoria.
your great-great-grandmother.
Princess Victoria of Saxe-Coburg-Saalfeld.
Your best friend is
My little brother Alexei.
Wrong. Your best friend.
I know who my best friend is.
What a temper.
Oh, I don't like being contradicted.
That makes two of us.
continuing on. And here's your great aunt Olga.
How she frolicked on the Volga.
Oh,
Your distant cousin Vanya loved his vodka.
Got it, Anya?
no.
The Duke of Oldenburg was short.
Luis of Baden
Had a...
Count Sergei,
wore a feathered hat.
I hear he's gotten very fat.
And I recall his yellow cat.
I don't believe we told her that.
If you can learn to do
I
it,
can learn to do
he can
it,
learn to
you
do
can
it.
learn to do
Pull
it,
yourself together,
and we'll pull through it.
Tell yourself it's easy.
And it's true. You can learn to do it.
Nothing to it. You can learn to do it. The caviar, the stroganoff, the samovar, the feathered hat. The cousin drank, the duke was short, and here a wart, and there a cat. The horse's name was Romeo, so tell me something new.
Ha!
Ha! You can learn to do it too.
Yay! Oh, it's so fun. It's going to be such a fun holiday show for everyone to go see with their families. It is Saturday afternoons, no evening shows. Is that correct?
Matinees.
That's
yes,
correct, yeah.
matinees on
Saturday and
Saturday
Sunday.
and Sunday. Fridays evenings.
Yes,
7:30.
And the matinees are 2 p.m.
2 p.m. And yes, get your tickets now. It's a premiere of this, I think, in the corridor. So go see them at the Coralville Center of Performing Arts. Thank you guys so much.
thank you.
Thank you
so
for having us.
fun.
Thank you.
Yes.